Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Good evening, friends, and welcome back to Gothic Horror Gaming here on Nat 21 Adventures. I am your host, the Gloom Master, and tonight we will be continuing and possibly concluding our most recent adventure arc, a quick note for anyone who is new to the channel, this is a horror tabletop role-playing game. So there are descriptions of violence, gore, things of common phobias, that sort. So just be aware, there's a little content warning at the very beginning that this is a horror game and we deal with horror themes. Some of it can be a little bit adult, so be aware of that. I would like to take a few moments to thank all of our lovely sponsors. I begin with our good friends, Jesse and Amy over at 3dtu.org. They make all sorts of gaming accessories, dice trays, dice towers, dice boxes, journals, all sorts of stuff, either 3D printed or laser woodcuts. So check them out at 3dtu.org. Also, our regular sponsors, which is Ren Adventures. renadventures.com. Coming up, we've got the next one is in November. November 19th through the 23rd. Come on down, play D&D in New Orleans, do ghost tours, check out all of the fun things in the French Quarter, and then it culminates with a trip to the Louisiana Renaissance Fair that weekend, where many of the people that you will see on this channel are actually performing. So check that out at renadventures.com, or you can go to Destination D&D, where we also have more things coming up next year, a trip to Muncaster Castle. Once again, play D&D 5e in an actual English castle. And then do all sorts of fun tours and activities. The things that you saw in the promotional video that was just at the very beginning, you saw some of the activities that those people were doing, the falconry, the archery, the feasting. That all will be happening again. So check it out at destinationdnd.com. And of course, myself and my wife, Melissa Lee, who is Handler Z here on this channel, have a book out called Dare, collection of short fiction and poetry. She writes it, I narrate it. You can find it on Amazon and Audible, paperback, Kindle, audiobook version. And we have a new one coming out, which I should have a graphic for next week. We're compiling a new collection of stories and all that. So please keep a lookout for that. It will be coming out in the very near future. Now then, for a little bit of a recap, for those of you who may or may not be new, our game is a horror game. It is set in the Chill campaign setting, the Chill universe. Chill was a game by Mayfair Games originally. It's gone through several hands and iterations. But in the game of Chill, the supernatural is very real, very dangerous, very evil. It lurks behind things the general public is unaware. It is very powerful. And intrepid individuals who are usually just normal, everyday people are thrust into these situations and have to contend with things like ancient vampires. And what would a normal human be able to do in that case? So that is this scenario that we are using. The rule system we are using is from a game called Over the Edge. This game from the late 80s, early 90s. It's still out there. You can find it. And it is an incredibly simple rule system. Every character has 3 traits, a primary and 2 side traits. Those traits can be anything. Whenever you attempt an action, you see if it falls underneath one of your traits, and that determines how many dice, 6-sided dice, you get to roll to hit a target number in order to succeed. For example, you can make a character who is a lifeguard. Lifeguard is their primary trait. And then maybe their side traits are book nerd, bibliophile. Maybe that's one of their side traits. And maybe their other side trait is student of computer programming. They're starting to learn computer programming. So whenever you try to do something, you see if one of those activities falls underneath their traits, either their primary or their side traits. For example, the same lifeguard character is attempting to sprint and chase down a fleeing suspect who may or may not be involved in the supernatural. Well, they're going to have a very good constitution and very fit as they are a lifeguard. So that would fall under their primary trait. They would get to roll 4d6 to hit a target number. If it falls under their side trait, let's say the same character is trying to remember who wrote Anne of the Green Gables, that would fall under bibliophile. So they would roll 3d6. If it doesn't fall underneath anything, let's say the same character is attempting to operate a backhoe for some reason. That doesn't really fall underneath any of their things. So they would only roll 2d6, attempting to hit a target number. Now, all of you, in Twitch land especially, you can affect things by spending your Twitch points with Sir David Percival, who's over there in the comments section. You can spend your Twitch points with him, redeem them, and buy helps. You can declare your helps for any of our players or for myself as a Gloom Master. And what that does, it gives us an extra die to roll. However, we can still only count the normal we would be allowed. For instance, this same lifeguard that we have discussed before is attempting to dive down and pull someone out of a crashed car at the bottom of a lake, and they're very desperately trying to get them out. So normally they would roll 4d6. They choose to use a help. They declare it before they roll. So now they roll 5d6. But instead of adding all 5 together, they still only take 4, but they get to take the top 4. So it's a chance to bump up your numbers by a higher chance of getting a 6. So that's the rule system. That is pretty much everything you need to know about how the game operates. Additionally, there's in combat, you're rolling against the other person's applicable stats, and whoever is higher, whether it determines whether you hit or not. The difference is how much damage you do, but that's pretty much it. Our particular game tonight is written by some of you. Some of you have helped write this very adventure. We had a session about a month and a half ago. The year is 1794. It is the middle of the Terror during the French Revolution. Robespierre has been executed the day before. There's all sorts of reprisals and roundups, sending more people to the guillotine. Our players, for various reasons, are all attempting to flee from that horrible fate. And so we join them as they are attempting to run. I must ask, is my connection still all right? Does someone chime in the comments? Because I just got a thing that says my connection is a little wobbly. All right, I'm getting thumbs up from my players. Very well, I will continue. The players, through various means, have eluded the authorities, gone down into the catacombs under Paris, where they encountered animated skeletons wearing the badge of the Committee of Public Safety, attempting to harm them, to kill them. They managed to dodge some of them and have fought their way through, and most recently have seen an apparition that they recognize as the ghost of Robespierre. So with that, I'm going to bring in our players as they are attempting to navigate the catacombs and exit near the Louvre in order to hopefully escape from the city itself. So let us start with Juliette. Juliette, welcome.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I am here.
Tell me what you recall, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Any thoughts?
Well, at this point, I am a little surprised to see. Well, am I surprised? I don't know. I'm a little. It would not surprise me if Robespierre had figured out a way to come back from the dead to haunt us all. Let's just say that. However, it was a little alarming to see him running around using these skeletons to make our passage difficult. I'm just wondering, why us? why are we to be of such determined murdering, especially when there is so many kids involved?
There are indeed. Let us ask Etienne. Let us ask Etienne what he thinks of this.
I just want to leave. I want to leave this terrible. I'm not a particular favor of the city that I have been in for some time. I can find work elsewhere. I need to leave. The fact that we have not been above ground since the started means I can only imagine what terrors and horrors await us there. We also have seemed to. We keep picking up people who are left in the mess that he created, and it is not going very well for some of us. Our new friend is badly injured, and if any of us make it out alive through this, I will be shocked.
Speaking of your new friend who is badly injured, Clement Lecoq was posing as a priest. You discovered that he was actually an executioner, one of the people who was operating the guillotine, and has since fallen out of favor and is attempting to make his way out as well. Clement, you are badly hurt.
Yes, I have a gash on my arm. I have probably several broken ribs. Breathing is hard, moving is hard, but it's probably still better than any of my chances would be above ground right now. So I guess we keep moving forward.
Very good. Now you are in that sort of position of just trying to get out. Augustin is here as well. How are you faring in all of this?
I am. I have had better days. I have cracked ribs. I am not feeling at my absolute best. However, I'm certainly doing better than him at the moment. But I am full of rage.
You're full of rage. Why are you full of rage?
Pourquoi these skeletons were sent to us by none other than Robespierre.
So you're angry. You are mad that Robespierre is involved, and
he's supposed to be. He is supposed to be dead, and not having anything to do with the supernatural.
Understandable that would upset you.
He should be with God at this moment.
Massimo is also here. He too is armed with a femur as a weapon,
and I'll use the other one too if I need to. Yes, I am Massimo di Milano, humble tailor to the stars and former high-ranking officials, but now I am fleeing. Also, I may or may not be an informant for the King of Savoia in Italy, and I feel like that these revolutionaries need to be stopped because, of course, if they are making undead creatures to fight us, then clearly this is the work of the devil, and we must stop them. So I will bonk them with their own bones. I must find the king, get back to him, let him know that these French revolutionaries are using the powers of Satan, and we're going to stop them.
Well,
sounds good, right? Yes.
Yes, there are some revolutionaries, however, who do not use the power of Satan. So some of us are pretty good, I would say.
Just in the way that there are also spies who are secretive. And don't address that they are not spies, wink.
Yes, exactly. Just simply saying continually that you are
the first time I met Massimo, he almost broke his jaw saying how he was a spy.
He was just like, Oh, he's like, bonjour, I'm Massimo. I'm a plain simple tailor. I mean, like, what are you?
It
Are
was pretty
obviously in a
clear.
very obsidian
Speaking
order. We cannot see
speaking of
through
which,
you.
Massimo, we're still good for like you making me a dress later, right? We're going to be doing that.
Of course.
Oh, perfect.
He is a
One thing
good
I can do
tailor,
is
I will
make
say
fine,
this.
fantastical
This
dress.
we can agree.
Oh no, his fake hat was very nice. Yeah.
Oh yes,
He made several of them very
disguise I
quickly.
am. Look, see, ordinary citizen. Bam, revolutionary. Bam,
Mhm.
ordinary citizen. Bam, revolutionary. Check this
Please.
out. Bam, pirate.
Oh, Zutele!
Boom.
How
I've been standing
magnificent you
behind
are,
you. I have
Massimo.
known you had that pirate for a while.
I swear, Massimo, if we get out of this, I swear to you, by this die given to me by the Marquis de Lafayette himself, that I will buy something from you that you make very pretty.
I'll make you
I swear
epic, and it's gonna be great.
Make sure Massimo dies. Very well.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't get that new shirt.
So most recently, you were attacked by an amalgamation of various crypt bones that were assembled into essentially a bone golem. You managed to defeat it, and in the process, saw the transparent figure of who some of you immediately recognized as Robespierre. You chased after him until he faded through a wall. And that
very
is
French of him.
and that is pretty much where we left it. You are very close to the Louvre at this point. So now it is what would you like to do about it?
I mean,
Keep moving forward into the Louvre, I suppose.
Well, you are in catacombs and old caves and mines. Essentially, that's what the catacombs are. They were the old limestone mines that they began once the cemeteries were too full to extract the bones and place them in there.
Are there ways that are there little alleys that we see stairs going up to and all around? I assume we've passed them.
You can find spots here and there that lead into old cellars and the like, which is essentially how you got here in the first place.
I think we should find the closest one.
get out of the catacombs. I guess that is correct.
Hopefully, we do not pop up into somebody's sitting room.
They should be so lucky.
Would that be worse than this?
Comme ça, comme ça.
Can I tell if we are actually at the Louvre?
You are very close. You are probably within 500 feet of it.
Is there a way that I could tell if there is a entrance to the catacombs from the Louvre?
You can search your memory to see if anyone has ever mentioned such a thing. Sure, I'll allow it. You can use your madam trait for that.
The fancy skill? That is a 17, starting off strong.
You have heard scandalously of some people actually ducking down in through the Louvre into a small sub-basement for illicit trysts that they mentioned that it connected to some old caves.
Oh, très bien. I shall inform my party of this and we shall go towards it, yes?
See,
To the trist room.
the Tristararium.
Indeed.
A Tristararium. I like this.
No.
No. These are your helps that are all listed here.
Oh,
That's how many are
Oh,
available. So
merci.
David Percival, who has been keeping track of them and is helping us out, is here again tonight. Thank you, Sir David, for being here. We really do appreciate it. But those are your helps, and if you want to use one, you must declare before you roll, so that we are we know in advance that that's what you want to attempt.
Very much grateful for you.
So yes, you
David.
believe that it does connect to the Louvre itself.
We are at the Louvre.
Very well. As you reach the area where you think you've heard of this area, you see that there up ahead there is a there looks like there are some wooden crates that are pried open. And there's the stub of a candle and maybe something else on one of the crates. You a couple of you have lanterns and one of you has a candle. So
I do believe I have a lantern.
yes.
Oh, I also had a lantern. Yes.
Eve Kento.
I have a candle.
I would like to investigate these strange things.
The crates are full of. There's like two of them, but they are full of little pins. Pins that are all very familiar to you at this point, as they are all the Committee of Public Safety.
It does have to do with this. They are cursed somehow.
There's a pile of them. They're just in a crate. It looks like they were a crate that was meant for something, and they're broken open. There is also the other crate, which is not broken open. It does have a parchment, and on it a quill, an overturned ink pot, which is partially run over the parchment. I say parchment; it's actually paper at this point in history.
Is it obscuring the words that have been written there?
Partially, but not entirely. You see, there's a long list of names, but the names are almost in a childish script. It's written in French, but it is almost as if someone with broken hands was trying to write it, or someone who had never held a pen before is trying to write it. You see that there is a quill there. It's actually a pen with nibs on it, and several of the nibs are broken off and lie scattered around the floor.
Would we recognize any of the names?
Hmm?
Do we recognize any of the names?
For instance, our own.
You do. Going through, you see a number of names of people who were politically involved in one way or another. Some of them scandalously involved with people who were political in one way or another. And you do, in fact, find all of your names on that list at different points. They're not clustered together. They're spread out. You also notice that some of the names have been crossed out.
The crossed out names dead?
If they are, you haven't heard of it yet. You've been on the run. The ink that is spilled is still slightly damp. It is not completely dried. Augustin, you are a pamphleteer and a publisher. Roll me your publishing skill.
Very good. I actually get to roll 4. Here we go. All right. Going to roll my very new die. I've never gotten to roll before. All right. 15.
15. You would estimate that this ink is the spilled ink was spilled in the past 3 hours at most. Probably not in the past half hour, but no more than 3 hours ago. Because it's mainly dry, but it's still a little tacky.
All right. I'm going to surmise that any names that has been crossed out on this list, since our names are on it, this is no simple list of political program, but rather of the newly undead to come after.
By the way, none of your names are crossed out.
I would like to pick up a pen, and I would like to cross my name out, please.
I was thinking the same thing.
Don't do that!
Pourquoi pas?
You cross off the list. You cross your name off the list. Nothing appears to happen.
I do the same.
Très bien. I would also like to take a cursor, or I would like to take a glance at the list, and I would just like to memorize it, please, including the ones that have been crossed off.
All right. Yeah, you pick a couple of prominent figures and note their names so that you will remember that they were on this list in the future. Yes.
I will actually go so far as to just take a pen, and also with a fresh nib, and take. Is there a stopper for the inkwell?
The inkwell has been overturned.
Oh, it's been overturned. Oh, never mind. I'm going to take the I'm going to take a pen, a stylus. I'm going to put it into my bag. I'm also going. Is there any salt or any dust available to dry out the ink?
No, curiously, there is not.
All right. I'm going to pick some dust up off of the floor.
Most
I'm going
likely
to take
human
that.
remains. Yes.
We've dealt with worse at this point, and shake it over the parchment, blow it off, and then I'm going to then cross out the rest of our names, since it seems that nothing happened, and I'm going to roll it up and put it in my bag.
All right.
Why would you keep that?
I'd like to know who they
But,
were
like,
going after.
I have it in my brain. Why would you not keep it so that they think that we have been crossed off? They come back, they see it, they're like, oh, these people are dead. Oh.
Juliet, I was in the same. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm sorry, I have never been involved in high stakes escapades before.
I owe a lot of money to a lot of people, and if I could cross my name off of a list of debts, I am going to do it.
All right, fine. I will unroll it and I will put it back there.
It was a good suggestion, a good idea.
But trust
Maybe
me,
you could write "all done now" on that, and just a little check
What
mark. A little
is Robespierre's name on there?
fini.
No.
All right.
don't worry. It's in here.
Also, none of the names on there are ones that have met public execution that you can remember lately, or even a long time ago. As far as you know, all of the people who are on the list, even the ones crossed off, as of yesterday, were still alive.
We're still alive.
And
I would
we are
like
all.
to.
What if we?
I would like to examine one of the badges.
All right, very good.
I do.
What's that?
No, somebody went, "What did we do?" And I said, "What did I do? I just joined up with you guys. How am I on the list?"
You were an executioner.
C'est pas.
I don't think they like you.
Clement, did you separate Robespierre's head from his body?
No, he did not.
That was not me.
Oh,
You had left being an executioner about a week before.
it's a shame. It's a shame, Clement.
Is there anything that I can notice
I
or
don't know.
see about
Considering
this?
what I witnessed, I'm kind of glad it wasn't me.
I'm sorry, what was that, Clement?
I said, I don't know. Considering what I've witnessed, I'm kind of glad it wasn't me.
Fair.
Fair. Is there anything that I can see on this badge that is particular or strange?
There are most of them. You would say about half of them look like they were officially produced, but as you start going through, you see the quality of them starts to diminish, and the scripts start to devolve, and it becomes almost the same sort of ham-fisted writing that you see on the parchment.
I would like to start collecting as many of those as I possibly can.
All right. You have several dozen.
Regarde! Bad handwriting. I cannot abide it.
That it's carving Are they? Or is it etched into it, or?
They are not etched. They are actually written on there with ink.
Hmm.
I would like to just take one and pocket it so that I can examine it later.
I'm going to take one of the good ones and pin it to my jacket.
All right.
I would like to toss the rest on the floor, and I start smashing them.
All right.
I'm drinking.
It is,
Is there anything else in this room of note?
You see some stairs going up into obviously the sub basement of the Louvre. As you are smashing the badges from the Committee of Public Safety, you hear a wail off in the distance, and the voice is familiar. It is the same wail that Robespierre's spirit emitted earlier.
Alors.
It
Okay.
is a wail of not pain, but more of frustration.
Oh, Maxi.
Maxi baby.
Are we ruining your plans?
Oh,
Anyway, shall we go?
We could smash more of them.
It
We
just
could
smash
smash
them
more
all.
of them.
how many of them are there? Do we guess?
All told, probably about 100.
Won't take too long.
There are
Smash, 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 smash.
there are yes, 5 of us. We each take 20.
20?
Wait.
Smash, 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 smash. I have these boots are made for smashing.
And that is just what they shall do, madam.
They
Smash,
already
smash,
have
smash, smash,
repeatedly.
smash, 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 smash.
I will keep the one that I have in my pocket.
I will
I
keep
have
the
one
ones from
on
the
my chest.
skeletons that we already destroyed.
Smash or pass? Smash, 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 smash.
Definitely smash.
Definitely smash.
You do indeed smash a large number of them, and it would it pretty much that's it. You've destroyed except for the ones that you're holding.
Great. Okay, so shall we go?
We.
And you are leaving the parchment on the crates to be found later.
Yes. At least I would.
I think that is a good idea.
However, if I may be so bold,
Please.
as we have already smashed all of the badges, what difference does that make to leave the parchment?
They could make more badges.
They could make more parchment.
But hopefully we shall be very far away from here. Let's
And
go.
if they think that I am dead, if they think that whoever else is already down here dead, that is fine with me.
Should we cross out everybody else?
I just
There's
crossed out
no-
my name. I'm just.
There is no reason. There is no reason to let innocent people suffer.
I am not innocent.
Could you
I doubt what you have done has deserved being executed by skeletons.
That is a fair point.
Anyway, I'm just going to just hook arms with Massimo, and I'm like, so what color gown do you think? And I'm just going to start up the stairs.
Oh well, obviously something.
Would you like- maybe you
not
can,
red.
Tear
maybe
the
not
list in
blue.
half and
Maybe
leave
not
some of it
Red,
there.
not blue.
Glue is
Yes.
there anybody on the list that I happen to recognize as being a real piece of work?
There are a number.
And are there a lot of, or how many of the names on this list do I not recognize?
About half.
I cross out all of the ones I do not recognize. And then for the rest, are any of Robespierre's allies still on the list? Or on the list at all?
Oh, Robespierre's allies?
Wait.
Give me your newspaper roll.
Oh, wait.
I was
Oh,
thinking
man.
green taffeta.
Mm.
Only an 11.
do not recognize any of the names on the list as being an ally of Robespierre. Several of them are adversaries of him.
I crossed out their names.
One of the names is one of the people who was part of the wasn't even really a hearing. One of those who had him executed. You recognize one of those names as somebody who sent Robespierre to the guillotine.
I think now that I'm thinking about this, it might just be his own list.
We.
Yeah. If you wish to take it, yes. Now that we have thought about this, I'm fine with you taking it.
Show of hands. Hands. I take it.
Okay, no.
Juliet, I understand but no, I've having thought on this, I don't think anybody else is going to come down here and do this. I think this belongs to the fiend himself.
We are being hunted by a murderous ghost. I would like to
already
see
know.
him burn in hell.
Yes. Me too. Anch'io. Let's do this.
Okay, fine. Don't be.
How does
I didn't
one
know
walk
I-
around in a femur? You know what? Never mind.
Are you kidding? We're in the catacombs. We're literally tripping over them.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, you notice a little bit of dust start to cascade off of some of the bones in the corners.
No.
Is this how it begins?
Let's go.
Run.
I run.
Very well. You dash into the sub-basement of the Louvre.
Where is a vacuum cleaner when you need it?
You are
They have yet to be invented.
200 years in the future.
Yeah.
You are you dash into a storage area, going through a stout wooden door that opens up from the caverns. Conveniently unlocked, and as you go in, you see that there is a bar for the door. It is haphazardly thrown off to the side clumsily.
I think the door that we just came through.
Yes.
I say we very specifically bar the door.
We. And maybe
agree.
put some heavy furniture in
Absolument.
front of it.
Putting the bar back in place is easy. What else would you like to do? You said
Heavy furniture in front of it.
this seems to be a storage area primarily for the museum. So there are crates with things packed in straw.
Great. Priceless works of art. Just throw it on the.
Push it over there. Push it over there. Oh, Da Vinci. Who cares?
Hey.
I mean, come on.
Hey,
This is the.
I am going to trade a Da Vinci for my life.
We. This guy, he gets it.
he's not from the north. Whatever.
It's that important to you that he's not from the north?
Eh. It's all right.
Do
Thank
any
you.
of these crates have what feels like the heaviness of a human body in it?
There are a couple that are heavy, but they seem even heavier than a human body.
Oh, all right.
Like
I-
a
I-
marble
I-
straw.
There are marble sculptures.
Oh, all right. So let's put some marble sculptures over there. Because just because London Fog just said, "Oh, when is the crates month of Dracula?"
He
And I
was
was like,
not there yet. This was not the same time. He is still in Transylvania.
"Oh,
So
see,
while
we don't
all
know
of
that.
them
We
are
don't know that.
barring-
Did we have a story of
do.
him in the late 18th century? No.
I mean,
Do we
there
know
was
about his
actually
adventures
Vlad
in
the
the French
Impaler,
Revolution? What was
who
that?
was based on Vlad the Impaler was definitely
Yeah.
of this time. It's scary.
14.
No, Vlad was centuries ago.
True.
Yeah. wait.
So question, while all of the men are barring the door, I would like to see if there's an actual exit.
An exit?
Oui.
Oh yes,
This
of
is not
course.
a Sartre play. Come on.
There's
we have-
another door on the other side.
Fantastic. I would
Um,
like to like. Oh, pardon me.
I was going to say it is a normal door. It is not barred on this side, but it does
Fantastic.
have a lock.
I would like to like very carefully and quietly, very demurely try to like open the door.
What would you think would enable you to do this?
The fact that I know how to open doors.
It is locked.
Merde!
Madame, do you have an airpin?
Finally, a lifetime of opening doors.
Actually,
My one weakness. Lock.
I do have an airpin, and I would like to.
Practical props on this show. This is fantastic.
You are
See,
giving
you're not the
Massimo a
only
hard
one,
time for having
Massimo,
a
that
bone.
has practical props.
And sell me
I would
on the
like
idea
to-
that you know how to pick locks.
Yes, please.
I did minor in espionage. Perhaps maybe I can be
You
of service.
minored, I majored.
Oh, wow, okay.
I would like to say that I am very accustomed to living a very shady lifestyle, and I feel like
Seriously.
I may have.
We do
Picked
have
up
someone
that
who is a spy. We do have someone who is a spy for real.
Which one are you talking about?
The one who's not the spy. Wink.
Not the spy.
I minored in spying.
I majored in spying.
You
then-
majored
I
in.
don't think you majored in spying per se.
One
I would
semester.
I would give you either one of you. I would give you 3d6 to roll.
Monsieur Glewmaster, come on now. All right.
You're the one holding the pin.
I am the one holding the pin. And I'm going to use an help for this.
You're using one of your helps. Let me get back to the help list here, and
I think I have 3.
you do.
That would be a 14.
It takes you a moment, and Massimo is just about to reach over and take the pin from you when you hear a satisfying click.
I was about to lock-splain you.
Monsieur, that is not necessary.
It's a little more to the left. It's just no, but it's.
I'm working, sir. Signor. Prego.
But I mean, it's right there.
Mhm.
It
Anyway.
is already unlocked. Let us go through the door.
At the end, the moment the door is unlocked, it opens it and goes into the other room.
Après vous, monsieur.
You find yourself in the basement of the Louvre.
It's
Okay.
quite nice.
Now
Keep in
we've
mind,
only
this
got
is-
the rest of the Louvre and the city to get out of.
It is 1794, the Louvre.
Mm.
So it is not as probably not exactly as fancy as you would think it is today.
Not nearly as Dan Brown-fastic.
No. However, it is still an art museum at this point.
Oui.
And as an art museum, you realize that there probably are guards here.
Fortunately, I have a disguise.
And I have a badge of the Committee of Public Safety.
And I am a woman.
And I look like a priest.
You're also covered in your own blood, as you have been.
Good thing
Well,
is
a
they're
very-
very kindly getting this priest help.
He is a very holy priest.
spilled a little wine. What? Come on.
Anyway, so I guess we should be like creepy.
No, we should walk in like we own the place.
I'm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Don't really have any good weapons though. Like can't like.
Holding a chair
What
like
time is it, Monsieur Glewmaster?
It is It's about 4 a.m. at this point.
4 a.m. Okay,
There's still probably a good 2 hours from sunrise.
fair enough. I mean, in this room, do we see an exit as well? I mean, we're in the basement, yes, but is there a way out?
Oh yeah, so you I mean it's a basement. Surely there is a stairs up to the main floor.
Très bien.
Where that is, damn fine question. But
I have lit my candle and I'm looking around for an exit.
I would. May I have a? Do I know this place very well? Check.
go ahead and roll 3d6.
Oh, alas, that is a 10.
You've never actually been in here.
Right.
What about me? Since I was in the assembly.
You may roll me 3d6 as well.
Merci. Oh, very nice. I have 11.
Nope, you've never been in.
No.
You were never invited.
Ah.
The Louvre is it is when was it? It is relatively new at this point. It was only opened in 1791. It really only gathered most of its things in 1792, which is only 2 years ago at this point.
But it was a palace before that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
It opened in 1793. Most of its collection from royal seizures, things that Louis had that were seized. The revolutionary armies are starting to bring in works now from their battles. They're starting to bring back loot. So it is not exactly popular yet.
Question. It was a palace before this, yes?
Yes.
Can you remind of Louis?
Mm-hmm.
Louis the 16th?
Correct.
Oui.
It was seized along with him.
Oh, I am very familiar. Okay.
I've got my candle lit and I am looking around trying to find a way out.
It is not difficult to discern. It's a basement. There are a couple of rooms, and there's stairs leading up to the main floor.
Is there a door
there's a door at the top of the stairs.
I'm going to listen in.
You're listening at the top of the stairs. I'll let you roll 3d6 listening up there.
That is only a 8.
You don't hear anything.
I tell them I don't hear anything.
Okay.
The door opens toward you.
Let's do it.
Oui.
As you pull the door back, it is unlocked. But as you pull the door back, there is a weight against it that goes tumbling down, and a man in a uniform comes tumbling down the stairs and lets out a cry of surprise. Apparently, he was leaning against the door when you opened it.
I shut the door.
He's already tumbled down the stairs.
Yes, and I shut the door.
Very well. Roll for initiative first.
No.
What is the initiative roll in this game?
8.
Whatever your physical trait would be, that many dice.
10. Dites. S'il vous plaît.
Massimo, in your case, it would probably be 3d6.
I rolled a 14, which is the number I seem to roll every time.
Yes, roll spycraft, Taylor.
Roll for animal handling.
So Massimo is a 14. Who else? Juliette, you had 10.
Oui.
Who else has had what?
8.
8 for Etienne.
13.
13 for Clement.
Clement.
6 for Augustin. The obvious guard, who museum guard, who you have surprised and has now rolled down halfway down the stairs, scrambles to his feet, shouting "intruders," and fumbles with his musket and attempts to shoot at you.
Oh no!
Shoots at Massimo. Massimo, roll me
Moi?
3d6, please.
A fellow guard?
He just had a door open behind him where he did not think there were any people. So roll 3d6. You do have helps if you want.
I rolled a solid 10.
Ooh, a solid 10.
The bullet ricochets next to your head. I also rolled a 10, but tie goes to the defender. A little bit of
My chapeau.
stone splinters graze your cheek. And he is yelling out for help. Clement, it is your turn. Clement. And what do you do to him?
I'm doing the ever polite thing that every priest would do in this instance, and decking him to try to knock him out.
Very well. You
So
punch him in the
knock
face. Very
Yes.
well.
Mon hat.
Go ahead and roll.
11.
You are off balance, and so is he, and your swing goes wide. Juliette.
How close am I to him?
One or two steps up the staircase, you could reach him.
Okay, great. I would like to I would like to try and grab his head and just put it upon my bosom.
Interesting. Go ahead.
How many?
Roll 3. This is the act of physically grabbing him.
Fantastic. 3d6. We are going to take a 14.
Your hands hit his face and slide off. I rolled an 18. Sorry.
Oh la la.
I rolled 3 6s. Sorry.
Oh,
That
That
would
is
have been
fine.
very funny.
Listen,
But,
he must be very young with a lot of acne. Just a lot of oil.
He's a young boy and it's a smooth face. Just soup. Etienne.
Is he at the bottom of the stairs?
He is halfway down the stairs.
And I'm going to close the door.
Yes. You have closed and latched the door.
He was yelling, but he's. I'm just trying to figure out if I did this before or after initiative.
He's been yelling before you went. So.
Yes. Well, if I've closed the door, I'm going to hit him with the chair leg.
Oh, you slam the door shut, turn around, and club him.
Yes.
Very well. Go ahead and
I'm
roll.
not trying to kill him. I'm trying just to knock him down.
We'll see what happens. You roll to attack with the chair leg. I rolled a
That
9.
is only a 9.
I also rolled a 9. The chair leg bounces off the wall next to his head. He lets out yet another exclamation. Augustin,
How close am I to him?
you can easily reach him if you like.
All right, I attempt, since he has already fired the musket and all it is good for at this moment is as a club, as a blunt instrument, I attempt to wrench it from him.
Oh, very good. Go ahead.
I'm going to roll
You
an
have helps if you like.
I'm going to use one of them, please.
Very well.
S'il vous plaît. Oh, 12. Because I rolled 2. I kept top 2.
I rolled a 7.
Oh, Mayway.
You wrench the musket out of his hands.
Is the
Quiet, boy.
He topples down the stairs.
Oh.
Let's see if he takes damage, shall we? Total of 5 for him to defend against falling down the stairs. He falls down the stairs and hits the bottom with a sickening crunch. And lies motionless.
Clement.
I haven't gone yet, and that that Pets de Merda shot me. So I believe that I've just turned the corner in my life, and I am going to finish the job.
Massimo runs down the stairs and brains him, killing him.
Oh! We could have you.
Shot my hat.
It's
Listen, there is no one
I
who
just did my
understands more about how important the hat is. I understand this. Le chapeau,
Alright.
c'est tout le monde. Mais we could have used him for information, perhaps.
It is well. Clement, I know you are not an actual priest, but could you please, as you are dressed as one, say last rites over him?
Sure.
Why not we get someone dressed as a doctor to heal our wounds?
Massimo,
He was already dead.
Massimo,
That's why.
Take his.
we need to talk about your spying skills.
All right. Take some. Let us strip his. Let us strip him of his uniform jacket and his ammunition. Any other weapons that he has on him?
He's got a bayonet in his belt.
Very good.
He's got several cartridges. Well, not cartridges at this point. It's just powder and wadding and some musket balls.
Excellent.
Who is closest to him in size?
That was going to be my next question.
He's a young man. Etienne, you're a big man, are you not?
I am very tall.
Clement, I think we determined is fairly good sized as well.
Yes.
Massimo or Augustin are close.
I am slightly built.
I'm just a normal dude.
Yeah, this gentleman was average.
I am average.
You already have the hat.
You also speak with a very pronounced Italian accent.
That is correct. I do.
That's a good point.
I mean,
I
I
should-
What
It would
about
not,
me?
I don't know if it would work out to our benefit. It's like, it's a me, a French guard. I got to those guys.
I'll kill you last.
From your lips to God's ears.
No, all right. Wait. All right, fine. I shall put it down.
Pardonnez-moi.
Wait. Do you
What
want
about
to wear
me?
it? You were against
you
wearing
were-
pants.
You were very against wearing pants. You
I didn't
spent
say
a
I
good
was against
20 minutes against pants.
Listen, that was before the skeleton situation.
That was during the skeleton.
All right. Do you want to be
You know what
our?
is bound to work out in our favor? Arguing about this even longer.
I'm going to let you argue about pants for a moment as I must step away to check
All
on
right.
my daughter for a brief moment. I shall return shortly.
All right. We have a reprieve from any bad guys out there. You seem to be morally objecting to pants.
Listen, I don't want to do. I really no. You know what? Actually, no. You're right. You're right. You should wear You
I
should
think you
wear
should-
No,
green.
no, no. If you want to wear his pants, I'm sure your
No.
feminine wiles can
Actually,
make it all
I'm
work.
actually a-okay with you wearing the pants.
I feel like Massimo deserves the pants just for finishing
He
him
does
off
not
with a
deserve the pants but he's very
Why
Italian.
are we stealing pants? No one needs pants. We all have pants. Who needs pants? Those that need
Well,
pants.
if
have
she
pants.
were,
jacket.
if she
I
was going to
don't
be
want
the
to
guard,
lose my skirts, okay?
Let me
give
ask you
them
this.
to Massimo.
Do you think when you die and you come back as a ghost, you are wearing the clothes that you died in or the clothes that you're buried in?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Ooh. Well, what?
Listen,
or
if I die in this outfit, I'm going to look fabulous. So you know
Or-
what? I'm going to keep the
or
outfit
is
I
it
have on.
the clothes you wanted to be wearing?
Hear me out here.
Or was it your best outfit?
Maybe we just take the weaponry and forget about the pants and the jacket and move on.
Clement, this is a very good idea.
If
That's actually-
if one of
yeah.
us is dressed as a guard,
Did he have normal
Listen.
guard wig?
he probably
They
wasn't
also
wearing
probably
it.
would have talked to him before. They probably would have met and spoken to him before. I think we just take the gun and go.
And the hat.
If one of us is dressed as a guard, the others could be prisoners.
Well, then, dress as a guard,
Two
Monsieur
hats.
Billard, because I've decided that I want to keep my outfit as it is, because if I die, I will look fabulous.
Wait.
I
believe
will
we should
at
take the
least look
pants.
very smart. All
Did
right,
he have
I
a
will
wig
put
or
on.
no? Brewmaster.
We're all going to die because we are all so exceedingly French.
Isn't that just the way? Shall we go? Let us go.
Let us go.
Alonzi.
Allons-y.
So, Juliette, you are not dressing
No.
as the guard. Augustine, are you insisting on dressing as the guard?
If she since she is allergic to pants, wait.
All right, very good. You quickly grab his coat. Are you going to go through the effort of his breeches?
No,
So you're basically just going to grab his coat and throw it on over top.
putting on his coat, and that will be good enough.
All right, very good.
Did he have a wig?
No.
Where did I find this?
American, not English.
You take his jacket off. You're putting it on, and
It's very good.
there's a moment where the fingers of the hand of this dead man grab onto the hem of the coat. The eyes begin to glow red, and he starts to sit up.
Ah, crap.
You hear a cackle in the distance that sounds an awful lot like Robespierre.
Can I
Does
just
he
go and
have-
stomp on his head, please?
Massimo, Ed,
Stop.
Um,
Smash.
You crush in the skull, and it stops moving.
does he have a badge of Committee of Public Safety on him?
No, he does not.
All right.
Smash.
So maybe the badge does not matter.
Give him back the pants.
Let us go.
Okay, yeah, let us move on.
All right.
You're going to die in someone else's pants.
I am not dying in anybody else's pants. I'm wearing my own pants.
You're going to die in someone else's jacket.
It's a nice jacket. It is. I mean, it's it's
Augustine,
all right.
you
man.
have the gun. Do you have the musket?
Yes,
Wait.
it is currently unloaded. It has been.
I'm going to
discharged.
load it. Yes, I shall load it, and affix
you
the
know
bayonet
how?
as well.
Do you know?
Let me see if I do not have a specific skill on this. However, let me see if I can BS the glue master into allowing me to know how to do this.
I know how.
Oh, all right, then I'll just hand it to you. That's fine.
Etienne loads it. No problem.
We got a 12.
If
Go.
the guard did not have the bayonet affixed, maybe not affixing the bayonet would be a good idea. And maybe giving that to someone else to have a better weapon, perhaps.
All right, Etienne, do you want it?
No.
All right, I
I
shall
would
carry it, but
recommend-
then I shall toss it to you if we need to.
Stabby. They're better than my scissors.
Okay, so shall we go then? Yes.
Yes.
Oui.
You'll find your way into the main level of the palace of the Louvre. You can hear at one point somebody calling out, Henri? 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 Oh, where is that boy?
We.
Oh? And now you hear footsteps running your way. It sounds
How
like
many
several people.
Man, I got into character. Everything is fine over here. Situation normal. How are you?
Boring conversation anyway.
This is not where I expected this evening to go, but here we are.
Didn't
Here
you? Didn't you?
Around the corner run 3 guards.
Oh God.
They pull up short for a moment. Curious. Everybody roll initiative again.
Putain.
Oh, dear God.
4.
12.
Ha! Beat you at 5.
Who
I
had
just need
4?
to say that I roll 4 dice and I rolled a 6.
All right, Clement, you have 6.
Yes.
Who else has what? You're chimed in at once.
5.
5 for Massimo.
12.
12 for Juliet.
11.
11 for Augustine. Etienne? 4.
4.
Very good. All 3 point their muskets at you and say, "Hands up."
Whoa. Mon frere. What?
You put your
Juliet.
hands up.
All right, very well. Juliet throws her hands up in the air. Do you say anything?
I said, oh, s'il vous plaît, arrêtez ça. Je suis un petit baby.
Augustine, what are you doing?
Put your hands up. What are you doing?
All right, so you-
I have royal people. I have very important people here.
All right. So you're attempting to bluff them.
We.
Nous sommes le bébé.
Very well. Roll 3d6.
Merci. I'm going to use an help.
You're
All
using
of
a help.
us, or
I,
just
as the
Augustine?
brewmaster, am also using a help.
All right, they shall cancel out. Ho ho! Very nice. Very nice. 17.
All right. That was Augustine's turn. Clement, what are you doing? Clement.
My children, there's something coming up from beneath.
Very well. Massimo, what are you doing?
I am going to also basically, I'm just gonna mimic Augustine, and I'm gonna basically I'm just gonna stand there in between as if maybe Augustine and I, being the guards that we are wearing our hats, have captured these fools over here. And but I'm not gonna make any sudden moves because I won't want to get shot again. So
Very well. Roll me 3d6.
but a solid 10 again.
All right. And Etienne.
I'm just having my hands up. I said, we made our way here from the catacombs. Please help.
The guard's turn. They look confused. Their weapons are still raised. They do not
I
fire.
point to the bloody priest. I said we were attacked in the catacombs. Please, there's more down there. Please help.
The guards look confused and say, "What is going on here? This is. Keep your hands up. Tell us what is happening. You put your musket down now."
Put your musket down. I should put mine down if you put yours down.
I am here on the authority of the committee. You will put your hands down now. They cock their weapons.
Friend?
Augustine.
I pointing out to you as your friendly game master. There are 3 of them.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm taking my hand off of the trigger. Friend, I am here as a member of the assembly. Please do not do anything rash.
All right. We're not in initiative order anymore now, as long as Massimo is not doing anything threatening.
I'm not doing anything threatening, but I am very slowly reaching for the badge that I did take. The one badge.
I have one as well.
As do I.
I am like, mon ami. We are all here on the same side, and I haven't. I'm not showing it yet, but I have it. So.
I would like to approach them.
They are no longer pointing directly at you, but they are still have them in hand.
Oh, messieurs. Oh, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for saving our lives.
All 3 of them take a step back at this point, away from by putting distance between all of you, and say, "Not a step further until we sort this out."
I understand.
Who are you? Who are you? And he points at Massimo. Who are you? Only you speak. Who are you?
Some of us are with the committee, and I flashed said badge.
And the others?
Well, we found them in the catacombs. They were actually being attacked by anti-revolutionaries.
He then points to Augustine. You, who are you?
I'm Augustine Clobillard, and I'm also on the Committee of Public Safety. You will let us go at once. I was with this one. His story is true.
We're together.
You, he points to Etienne. What do you have to say?
I am a drunkard, and I was speaking to my priest in confession. We heard some noise. We went down. We followed the trail. You'll find the horror there, made of different scale. I know this is impossible to believe, but look at what they've done to our friend. I am. Please.
You, they point. Priest?
I am Father Jean-Luc Picard. I was hearing my friend's confession, my good sheep's confession, when suddenly we've been set upon by anti-revolutionaries. As this good man said, we were forced underground where we were attacked by some unholy terror because we believe the anti-revolutionaries are in league with Satan.
He nods briefly, turns to Juliette and you.
I was also with my priests. And the horrors. Oh, the horrors. Oh, it is too much for my mind. Oh.
Roll me 46.
All of us or just
her?
Okay.
A 20.
Says, Madame, I'm sorry that you are fallen in with this group and that bad things have happened to you. However, I must tell you all that this is a property of the revolution and you do not belong here.
Oh la la.
We are now going to escort you out and turn you over to the gendarme. If you come peacefully, there will be no need for force. You can walk out calmly and we will call them and you can explain it to them. Our job is merely to keep this place safe. Do you understand?
But of course.
But of course, this is unnecessary. We
Please,
were
thank you.
really just finding our way out of here. We were in the basements below, chasing these anti-revolutionaries. But we will happy to leave.
One of them reaches down and picks up the musket.
God bless you, my young man. You are just doing your job. We will come along peacefully.
The one with the 2 muskets leads the way. The other 2 motion you to go in front of them.
I don't think you understand. We're all on the same side here.
I follow. I do what they tell me.
This remains to be seen, monsieur. Please proceed.
Off we go.
Question. Do I recognize any of them?
You can roll me 3.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
If they recognize you, that would not necessarily be a great thing.
13.
No, you do not actually.
Mm.
But these are not men of importance.
I really believe that you need to see the evidence that is down in this basement, though, before we go. That you will not believe.
No, let us go. Let us just go.
We will
This is why I
investigate
haven't-
after we have the gendarme here.
That's fine. Whatever.
Please put down that femur.
This is the reason I brought this femur.
Please
You're
put
not
down
going
that
to believe
femur,
it.
please.
You look at it very closely.
Question.
Yes.
They have muskets, yes?
Yes.
And we are very close to them. Yes?
You are.
So like, what if we just like, I don't know, overpowered them maybe?
They only have 3 shots.
They're also very close to us.
You have to look at this femur. The evidence is right here.
I'm leaving. I'm trying to walk out the door so we can escape and flee further.
I do actually attempt. If I see a bit of a nod from Juliet, then I am literally going to force this femur onto the guy, like you have to believe us. It's in the catacombs. It's right down the hall. We can take you there, and if I can get up on this guy with this femur, I will put it in his face.
Very well. Go ahead and attack.
Oh no.
It's happening. This is happening.
Like really, it's like, I mean, does he let me get close? That's the question.
You are within swinging distance for sure.
It's right here, and if he leans in to look, I will just.
He cocks his head to the side curiously.
Great.
Oh mon Dieu.
Roll 3d6, sir.
I will use one of my helps.
Very well.
Oh, how about a? That is another. That's nearly a 13.
What was it?
It's right here. It's 13.
That is enough to brain him in the side of the head.
Okay.
He staggers back, clutching at his skull with his left hand, trying to fumble his right hand around to bring the musket to bear. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, son.
That was your surprise round. Oh
8.
boy.
12.
9.
2 sixes, baby.
All
That's
right, what
just
else
to
we got?
figure out where we're going.
With
It is
3
too early
dice,
to brag about anything.
3 dice.
I rolled a 3.
A 3. Very well. And Augustine.
8.
Oh. All right. Juliette, you go first.
Okay. As he's braining that one guy, I want to feign a feint on another guy. Essentially, like fake grappling him and just be like, "Oh no!" But then using my feminine wiles to like try and take him down, like with all of my dead weight.
All right. Roll 3.
I'm going to use an elf. How many elves? I have 2 elves. Yes,
Yes.
2 elves.
Thanks, Monroe.
Yes, thank you for.
Oh.
That would be a 15.
15. You topple to the ground on top of him,
Okay.
doing a little bit of damage as his back hits the stone floor rather hard. All right. Etienne.
Well, I have not. Yeah, I'm going to hit a man in the leg with a chair leg.
There's the guy in front of you who has the
Um,
2 muskets in his hands.
Oh, yes, I'm going to hit him in the back of the head with the thing.
Go ahead, roll.
I'm using a help.
Very well.
I didn't want to kill anybody. I just wanted to drink and be left alone. But here we are.
Thank you, Kara.
15.
Indeed. Thank you, Kara. And thank you, Monroe Max.
You brain him in the skull. He staggers to his knees in front of you.
Oh.
He then drops the one musket and clumsily swings the other one around at you. Roll 3d6 as he attempts to trip you up with the barrel of the musket.
I'm going to use my other help.
Very well. Here's the new total. Thank you, Sir David Percival, for doing all that.
16.
16. You dodge his clumsy stroke.
It is like Drunken Master, except it's not that. It's just I'm drunk.
Very well.
Drunken Monsieur.
I like that.
Oh, I like it.
The one that Juliette has fallen on top of attempts to throw her off of him. Roll 3.
I'm going to use another elf.
Very well.
A 14.
You manage to smother him in your ample bosom and keep him pinned to the ground.
I wish to change my role and do that.
That is the way I want to die.
That is the way one of us might.
Wait, if you are wearing someone else's bosoms when you die, are you wearing them when you're a ghost?
Or do you just have the indentations?
Either way, it sounds good.
Yeah.
The one that
These are the real questions.
has been clubbed in the face by Massimo fires his musket at Massimo.
Shit. I mean, Merd.
And I am using a help. Gloommaster is using a help.
An Italiano.
Merda. Because we pronounce all our letters.
Roll 3 dice. You do have helps if you want to use them.
I am absolutely using a help. For sure. And best 3 out of 4 is a mere 10 again.
The bullet pierces your side.
Sacre bleu.
On the left. You feel the musket ball tear into your intestines. Blinding pain shoots through you as you take 8 points of damage.
8.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's about half.
You are likely bleeding internally as well.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have another shot.
It is Augustine's turn.
The musket set it's the floor.
Yes.
I'm going to pick set. Will I be able to pick set up, or am I too far away from it? Do I need to make a move?
You can scramble forward and grab it.
All right, I scramble forward and grab it.
All right, that's basically what you do then.
All right, very good. And do I have time to aim?
You have time to pick up the musket and try to swing it around to bear on a target. Not necessarily.
All right, very
aim.
good. Very good.
Massimo, it is your turn.
If I can, I'm just gonna leap at that guy and bash him again.
Go ahead. You can.
And I'm gonna use another help.
I shan't at this point.
Maybe I'll actually get some good numbers here. That is a that's a 15.
15. You crack him again. Several teeth go flying, and he falls to the ground.
Ow!
Down he goes. Juliette, you have a guy underneath you.
Yes. As I am very aware of how to not kill someone by choking, I want to wrap my hands around his throat and attempt to kill him by choking.
Roll me 2d6.
2?
Well, what would give you the expertise for 3?
John Carradine.
Correct. Thank you very much. I'm doing the opposite of what I normally would do, or just a harder version of what I usually would do.
So what I will do is, because you're on top of him, I will give you a free help. But you're still only rolling 2d6. So you could roll 3d6, take the highest 2. You could spend other helps, but your maximum would be 2.
I do not need the other helps because I will take my 11.
11. You are choking the life out of him.
Delightful.
And Etienne.
The man is knocked down.
Knocked down, but not out.
Well, I'm going to finish the job.
Very well.
That is a 10.
You finished the job. The back of his head breaks open like an ostrich egg, and red and gray mingle. There's a salty smell that comes out of the back of his head, coppery, as his skull splits underneath the assault of your chair leg, and he stops moving. The guard underneath Juliette struggles frantically. Roll 3d6 to hold on to him.
16.
You crank down and hold, pressing. You see his eyes dilate in the candlelight, and eventually he ceases moving. Augustine.
The third guard that Massimo hit.
He's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Is Massimo too close, or?
Yes, he is very close.
I step up to him and I shoot him.
Very well. With a loud resounding crack and a roll of smoke, there is the bullet. It ricochets. The ball ricochets off the ground after going through his head. There is nothing but a mass of. It's like someone took a jigsaw puzzle, dipped it in gelatin, and threw it on the ground. Just pieces of skull and brain and all of the things that you should never see outside of a human body are now on display from his head. And with that, combat has ended as they are all dead.
The actor inside of this character, the character is horrified, but the actor inside of it who likes to make sick jokes, you said they are on display in the Louvre. Are they a permanent exhibition now?
And at that, we're going to end tonight.
Oh no, I am frozen.
There are 3 people dead, sir.
I thought we were going to get further than this, but instead, murder. Are we all good for next week?
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
should
think so. Yeah.
All right. I imagine that next week we should be able to wrap this up at this point. Now that we've killed all of the mortal people around us,
Yeah,
All of who were just doing their job.
they were
Yeah.
just doing their jobs.
That's what the Nazis said.
Ladies and gentlemen, did we mention this was a horror game? And as a result,
That's pretty
horrible
horrible.
things have happened. So
Quick question.
there we are.
Did the bullet go through me, or is it still in me?
Oh, that is a fine question. It's in there somewhere.
Oh God.
Yes. Things are looking very grim for Massimo.
Oh.
Let us. Can we take a moment before we end to rip some fabric and at least use it to staunch up the hole?
Do that next time, I imagine.
Yeah.
But we might forget.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I'll be
We will do
back.
that next time. I want you all to take a moment, to take a week and think about exactly what you have done.
I blame.
Well deserved. Well
In
deserved.
my defense, I was going along peacefully.
You are not going back to the agenda arm or leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is friends, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This took an unexpected turn, so we're going to have another week. We hope you come back and join us again. I would like to take a moment to introduce our cast of murderers, and
We've all become murder oboes.
yes, these murder. What do you call them? Gendarme? I don't know what we would call them, but these murderers here. Let us start with Massimo. Massimo, would you introduce yourself, please?
Soon to be the dead pirate Roberts. I'm Paulo Garbanzo. Yeah, I've got where I'm at the Maryland Renaissance Fair, juggling my little hands off every weekend for the next 6 weeks. And then we've also got a show, myself and Jacques the Whipper, at the Liquidy Ale House on September 20th, which is Friday night. So you can have an extended Renaissance Fair weekend by coming to the Liquidity Ale House September 20th. And then we got the Renaissance Fair. We'll do things that we can't do at the Ren Fair at the Ale House. And then we'll have a Ren Fair weekend with Jacques the Whipper and myself, both on the Royal Fox stage at the Maryland Renaissance Fair. It's a crazy good time if I live.
If you survive. That's right. And we also have Juliette. Juliette.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie Hauser. I am an actor and a performer, and you can find me at Rune Away with me, Katie. I do rune readings, tarot readings, whatever you would like. You can also find me at hobthetroll.bandcamp.com. Yeah, I will sing you some silly songs. It's great. Yeah, here I am. Look at me go.
Speaking of, we have Etienne.
Hello, I'm Steve O'Dockerson. You can go to hobthetroll.bandcamp.com. Listen to all my music on a Bluetooth speaker at a Target. That'll be fun for you. You can also get some. Thank you. You get Hob the Troll earplugs there at the end of the week. Hob the Troll branded earplugs, and I'm also on Cameo. Cameo, it's Hob the Troll. Cameo.com/it's Hob the Troll. I'm going to be at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Festival for the rest of the run. Come see me there. That's it.
Very good. And we also have one Clement Lecoq.
Hi, I'm Matt Selly, and I'm not even supposed to be here today. You can find me at hobthetroll.bandcamp.com. And also at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair, where I am telling grossly inappropriate jokes with a woman who is even more filthily minded than I am.
Heck yeah.
It's true.
And we also have Augustine.
I need a minute because I'm genuinely disturbed about what we have done.
They shot first.
Vey.
You
So
swung
hi.
first.
Yeah.
The second time, we were still in combat, technically.
We murdered 4 people tonight. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Dan Kostelik. I play Shakespeare, your friendly neighborhood Shakespeare at Run Fair near you. You can go to all of my socials at Linktree /Shakespeare.approves. I'm going to be at Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Festival for the next 2 weekends, and then I'll be down with Palo at Maryland for the rest of that run, and then I'll be with this guy down in Louisiana. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and other things going to be going on too. So also go to rentadventures.com to join Palo and me on Crazy Adventures, where you can roll shiny math rocks with us.
Ooh, shiny math
rocks.
Excellent. And I am the Glue Master. My name is Tom Zadoyko. I am currently at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair hosting their special events. My sword fighting show, Buckle and Swatch, will be there for the month of October. And after that, we'll be down in Louisiana. And we hope to see you all down there. If you get a chance to, speaking of segues, come to our next Destination D&D in New Orleans, November 19th through the 23rd. Go to runadventures.com, check that out. Or go to destinationdnd.com and join us over in England next year. That would be wonderful to see you all there. Also want to thank our good friends at 3d2u.org, Jesse and Amy, making all sorts of gaming accessories. Check them out. Melissa Lee, Handler Z, and I have a book out already called Dare, and we have our next one coming out. We'll be posting about that next week.
So fancy.
About our release for all of that. More horror and science fiction, poetry, that sort of thing. So look forward to that all there. I have so many things. You can also find us at Patreon. Melissa Lee and I, we have one that it's called Quill and Quote. You actually have to type the whole thing out because it is sort of considered 18 and over since it is horror based and such. If you join our Patreon at Quill and Quote, you get the stories before we put them in book form, and I narrate them. Check that out there. Speaking of Patreon, we have Patreon here for Nat 21 Adventures. Be sure to check that out. We also you can become a patron saint. A Patreon saint, and then thereby be participants in games, be players in the games that we will actually run for you. There's the info on that. So please, you can join our monthly games. Go to patreon.com/Nat21Adventures. You can find out through that way. Also through Discord, we have a Discord out there. You can keep up to date on what we're doing. Obviously, we have so many other games coming up. Tomorrow, Handler Z is hoping to do her Flash Phantasmagoria. We're not sure. She's currently flying to Arkansas for the Arkansas Renaissance Fair. She's actually just texted me moments ago. She's boarding the plane. But Hurricane Francine is scheduled to be sitting over top of Arkansas in the next 24 to 36 hours. So we'll see how that all plays out. And then tomorrow, yes, Victorian London Fog. In Between is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
What time is that, Paulo?
It's going to be 8 o'clock with Cubby will be our innkeeper tomorrow night.
8 p.m. Cubby is the innkeeper. Some surprise guests might be showing up. So be sure to check that out. That is the In Between tomorrow night here on Nat 21 Adventures. You can see the characters from our different evenings and our different game systems all sort of get thrown in together at the In Between the Worlds, and you get a chance to hear some stories from them, some odd things. It's not gameplay so much as a sort of like interactive character exchange. So please check that out. Yes, indeed. Jack did win his baseball game, so he's going into the playoffs. So he was unable to run the game he wanted to.
Nerd.
Doing that instead.
Nerd playing baseball like a sport.
Exactly.
Who does
Like-
that?
Whatever.
I mean, but also, friends, if you can't afford to go to that playoff game or to New Orleans, Hob the Troll for $12 will video going to the drive-thru at Popeye's Chicken
Yeah.
for you.
Fun fact: I always get extra chicken that I don't ask for. I'm just real nice. That's just
It's true.
Hey.
Yeah.
Although your Wawa French fries tonight were
they were so bad, you guys. Thumbs down.
No,
They were the
Wawa?
worst French fries I've ever
no.
eaten in my whole life. I only ate I kept going through and oh no, these are all bad, and I just threw them out in front of them and I just left. I was so
Wow.
upset.
Come on,
Wawa is
Wawa,
normally
get it
great, so I
together.
don't know.
Yeah, you didn't ask for new ones to replace them?
They're not going to get any better.
He has a point.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm getting a steak at Ruth's Chris. These are
These are medium well. I
think you
specifically
should
ordered medium French fries.
I think you should order
I
them to
like
the
your side of
exact same
fries.
standard.
I'm going to say this. I am certain it was the fault of not the people working there, but whoever just decided, yeah, this is how you make fries, just given to people who will, just eat whatever you give them.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it's not the fault of people who were working there. It was the fault
No.
of people who made them.
Management.
No, the people,
Management. Okay.
Quality control.
whoever's making the decision to let's serve these French fries in these conditions, and telling your
okay.
employees that that's what
Yeah.
it's to do.
I'd like to speak to Wawa corporate, please.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Wawa corporate thing. It's not a thing that any
Yeah.
of those people were doing.
Oh, I think
Hashtag
you-
down with Wawa, go to Sheets.
I think you
Um,
sent your message by throwing the potatoes down on the ground in the parking lot.
No,
You-
I was waiting for a drink, so I just ate a couple. I'm like, these got to be better. No, they're all bad, and I just the drink was fine, but I just threw them away right there.
My wife did that
Sad.
with boardwalk fries at Hershey Park. She's like, they've got to get better at some point, and she still ate the whole cup of French fries.
Nope.
They were
See,
still
that's when you gotta let them know. Just be like, hey, I'm so sorry, but these fries are just not great.
I'm gonna say
Victoria
my
London Fog. Victoria London Fog is confused. It is a specifically Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware. It's spread. Wawa is a chain of convenience stores who are renowned for
And
their
Florida.
sandwiches. Their cold sandwiches specifically are very good.
Wait,
But they have recently forayed into fried foods and burgers, and I've not heard good reports about that. But if you want a good hoagie, man, they have good.
Yeah,
Victoria
Chris
London
Hoffman's
Fog,
great,
where are
too.
you from?
pizza.
Quick, drop it in the chat. Where are you from?
Who?
Victoria London Fog. Where are you from?
Oregon.
Oregon. Oh
Okay.
shit, I don't know.
Ah, the
about
land
Oregon.
of Lincoln.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you want a really good pizza, also do not go to Wawa.
Very well.
Get your Sheets of pizza.
Anyway,
So, guys,
Wawa
I
is
guess
better
that's-
in almost every way, but Sheets has better fried food.
That's true.
that is pretty much all we have for tonight.
Yeah.
I am personally exhausted. I've been traveling a lot, so I'm going to leave you all on this note. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next week, where maybe this time we will actually finish the adventure and not murder random NPCs. But
Maybe we'll murder more random NPCs.
But it is a
don't
horror
know.
game, so who can say? Until
don't
that
know.
happens, thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you especially to Sir David Percival for taking care of all of our
Yes, thank
helps in the Twitch. And thanks to all of you who come back week after week: Sally A, Chef Nutmeg, Victoria London Fog, EAP 5000, Screaming Dragon, Sally Ye, John Caro, Kara.
Chef Nutmeg.
Yep, I said Chef
Mhm.
Nutmeg.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
So many of you that come back week after week, and we are very appreciative that you are sticking around for our weirdness, and we love to have you, and we'd love to give you something weird and bizarre to go to bed to at night. So, you go by Eep. Very good. Very well, Eep. Eep 5000. Gotcha. Is we have at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair what they call the EAP, the Emergency Action Plan. So I'm just sort of going with that when I see your name. But EAP it is. Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you next week. And until then,
Thank you.
mwah.
Yeah.